always been looking for how I can get the trending, fluffy, natural hair like eyebrows, well, this video is for you. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Egwuonwu Goodness, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can draw your brows beginner friendly. In this video I'm going to be making use of the Nigerian Home eye pencil in the shade brown, known as Davis eye pencil, and this is in shade number 018. I'm sure every Nigerian girl knows this eye pencil by heart. So before you start drawing your brows, ensure that your brow pencil is pointy, like I mean this kind of pointy, so that it will help you when you're trying to draw the natural hair-like structures at the beginning of your brows. So there's this tip that I learned, okay, but firstly ensure that you've groomed your brows, you trimmed your brows to an extent, because if you're a beginner like you are, that's why you're watching this video, you don't really know where to start from, you don't really know where to end. But when you trim your brows, this will give you an advantage. This will help you, it will guide you in essence to know where you're going to start and what you're expected to finish. So getting into the video, what I like to do, or what I used to do, I put my pencil on my nose, like I send this like dent where you normally contour for girls, just this place. So I put my pencil here, so you can see this is where my brow is supposed to start from, and I just make a small line there. So that's where my brow is supposed to start from. So for me to know where my arc is going to be, still on that same line, I just tilt it a bit to ensure that it's like at the side of my, like in between my nostrils basically. I know this looks crazy, but that is where I determine where my arc is going to be formed. And for the ending part, down to the like under part of my nose, so you can see if your brows are drawn, is basically how it's going to be. Okay, so now going into the other brow, the same thing. Then the middle, in between. Then the ending. So that's it. This is how I look like. I know it looks crazy, and I kind of have like big brows, so the arc part might not really be showing where it is. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm just going to be tracing the edges of the lines. I'm going to be, then this is where it stops, then underneath it to follow the arc. So now that we've got this, I usually do not like to have box for my eyebrow, so I'll just go ahead and clean it up. So now that I've cleaned it up, now my brows look a bit natural. I'm going to go ahead and start stroking them. I'm just following the nature of how my hair looks like. And I'm just put it out there, your two brows can never look the same, okay? They can never, ever, ever look the same. So I'm basically just filling out the parts where there are no hairs there. And for the front part of my brows, I kind of like my brows looking natural, so just see how I'm holding it, very thin. So just give it thin light strokes. So this is how we're looking like, guys. I know it looks a little bit wacky. So now we're going to go ahead to conceal our brows. Okay, so now this is an option for most women. Most women do not like to conceal top of their brows. They just like to conceal underneath their brows. But for me, that is me. I like doing the both of them because it makes my eyebrows pop. I do not know if you can relate. If you can relate, please let me know. And to conceal my brows, I like using my concealer brush. I don't really know where I got this from, but I know I bought it in a pack. Just basically use anything that is flat and you can handle. It can even be Q-tips, you know, anything that works for you. And my concealer, as you should know by now, is my LA Girl Pro concealer. So I'm going to take in a little bit of that. Yes, just one knob like this. And I'm also going to be adding my foundation or a darker concealer, or your skin tone concealer rather. So to answer your question, I'm going to be using my foundation or my skin colored concealer for the top of my brows and for the beginning part of my brows to just give it this natural, seamless look. Okay, this here is my way. So I usually start with the top of my brows to, like, it's easier to correct the bottom of my brows and the top of my brows basically. So make sure you soak, this is already dripping. Make sure you soak your brush into it. Sorry, if my hand looks shaky, I do not. I always struggle with this after a brow. So now I'm going to go into my concealer. So guys, this is how I'm looking like right now. So I'm going to go ahead to blend everything out. So now that I'm done blending it, I'm going to use my beauty blender to dab everything into my skin. So now that it's all blended, you can go ahead to add your powder. You want to make it lighter, and if you still have a bit of foundation concealer around the eyebrows, this is a tip. You can use your powder. Yes, you can use your powder, your favorite powder, and your powder brush, and dab it onto it to just remove the excess concealer or foundation around your eye. And just in case the shade of eye pencil you bought is darker than your normal eyebrow look, you can put setting powder, translucent powder before you start doing it to help control the pitchiness of the pencil. But I like doing mine after, so I'll just remove all the excess foundation I have. My eyebrow. So this is how I'm looking like, guys.